going on YouTube? Dexxon here, and we're back with another awesome video. Today's video is going to be about archaeology and everything that we have learned so far. I'm going to try and cover every nook and cranny so that you have an easier time leveling archaeology and just learning in general what the skill has to offer. It's going to get pretty detailed, so buckle in and let's get started. Archaeology is due to be released on March 30th, so in 3 days. It's not an elite skill, however it does go up to level 120 with a normal XP curve. Archaeology is a member's skill, however free to play may train it up to level 20. It's also important to note that there will be a 6-month embargo on players being able to use bonus experience, experience lamps, and other boosts to train the skill. And word on the street is that it's going to take about 2 hours to get to level 20 from 1. Let's kick things off by starting with basic skill information for archaeology. You'll be using a new augmentable tool called a matic. Smithable matics will range from bronze to elder rune, and there will also be special variants of the matic such as dragon, crystal, Mkandu, space and time, which is the earth and song equivalent, and hero matic. There will also be a shop where bronze through rune matics are available, similar to the shops that offer pickaxes and hatchets. Matics also have no plus variants, so no elder rune plus 1, 2, 3, and so on. Matics can be smithed in the same way that you smith pickaxes, 2 metal bars of the matic you are smithing. Also, 4,000 harmonic dust and a dragon matic are required to create the crystal matic. There are 2 ways of obtaining a dragon matic, one through archaeology and one through PVM, although the specifics have not been released. JMods have said that the elder rune matic will be useful through level 99 archaeology, so don't worry, you have time to figure out exactly how to get that dragon matic and to collect that harmonic dust. Matics are used in order to acquire materials, soil, and artifacts from excavation spots. Excavation spots can be found at each of the 5 dig sites. While on the topic of excavating, let's go ahead and cover that next. Excavating is the so-called bread and butter of archaeology. While excavating on an excavation spot, you will receive materials and soil, as well as a progress bar that will appear above your head. While excavating, this bar will fill up. Once the progress bar has been filled completely, you will receive a damaged artifact. Each excavation spot has 2 to 3 available artifacts. Also, while you level up at certain dig sites, new excavation spots will become available within the dig site. There will also be time sprites, which will give you a boost when excavating on that spot, to include better experience per hour, better material gain, and better discovery rates. JMods went on to say that this is not similar to Rockertunities, as Rockertunities are just like a click and done function, and the time sprite is more like a follow the leader sort of thing. You will have to keep up with the time sprite to get the benefits. They also went on to say that the benefit of continuously being on the time sprite is significant, opposed to just AFKing and not taking full advantage of the sprite. So like I said, once that bar fills completely, you will make a discovery, also known as you'll obtain a damaged artifact. Artifacts can be repaired at archaeologist benches, placed at each of the dig sites and also at the archaeology guild. And they can be fixed using materials received from excavating and sifting soil. Restoring artifacts will offer some of the best archaeology experience in the game. Artifacts may then be given to collectors for various rewards, to include the all-powerful relic, or to the Varrock Museum Curator for chronotes, which is the new tradable currency for archaeology. Artifacts may also be used in a variety of skills, or disassembled for the new ancient invention components. Collectors will take one of each artifact required for their collection. Once that collection is complete, players may give another of the same artifact to the collector. The Varrock Museum, however, will give 60% of the chronotes that the collector would give. So what I think I'm personally going to do is complete the log for each collector before giving those artifacts to the Varrock Museum, unless I have duplicates, of course. Soil may be screened at the Varrock dig site. You will have another chance to receive materials doing this, or even damaged artifacts on rare occasion, all this being based on your archaeology level. Now that we hit on excavation and sifting soil, let's do a quick recap of the items so far. You have your matic, which is your augmentable gathering tool. You have your material, which is a resource from excavating and is tradable. You have soil, which will accrue in your inventory from excavating and is also tradable. You also have chronotes, which is the new currency. That too is going to be tradable. Artifacts, however, will not be tradable, and those of course are found from excavating at dig sites and rarely from soil and caches, and more on caches later. Relics are obtained from completing collections of artifacts, exploring dig sites, and other NPCs, and those, too, are untradeable. You heard me mention dig sites a few times by now, so let's dig into those next. There are 5 dig sites. Each dig site will have excavation spots, rewards, and artifacts from the level you unlock it up until about level 118 or 119. I guess there's technically 6 dig sites, as you will need to complete a tutorial at the Varrock dig site, which will get you to level 5 Archaeology. Once you complete the tutorial, you will have the level required to access Caradet. Caradet, of course, like I said, is unlocked at level 5 Archaeology, and it's a Zerosian dig site. Caradet is found south of the Duel Arena in Al Kharid. Infernal Source is unlocked at level 20 Archaeology and is a Zamorakian dig site. The Infernal Source is accessed via the basement of the Jolly Boar Inn. The Jolly Boar Inn, for those that don't know, is north of Varrock near the Lumberyard. The Infernal Source is thematically beneath the wilderness, but you do not use the wilderness to access it, and it's safe as there is no PvP. Everlight is unlocked at level 42 Archaeology and is a Cerdaman dig site. Everlight is found in southeast Mauritania, east of southern Meredith, and it can be accessed by running south from the Araxi Lair or Port Phasmatis. Stormguard Citadel is unlocked at level 70 Archaeology and is an Armadillian dig site. The Stormguard Citadel is accessed via the Temple of Ikov. The quest is not required, and the portal to Stormguard is located on the Overworld section of the temple. Boots of Lightness are required to traverse some of the areas of Stormguard. Warforge! I have to say because it has an exclamation point in the title. And that's unlocked at level 76 Archaeology, and that's a Bandosian dig site. Warforge is found in the southern Feldip Hills, where mobilizing armies used to be. Alright, moving on to caches. Caches are scattered throughout Gielinor, not just at the dig sites, and offer one material type and soil. Caches are non-instanced, competitive material locations that can be interacted with by multiple players, but fall down like a tree or run out like mining locations did pre-rework. The higher level the cache, the longer it will take to respawn. Certain cache locations will require quests to access, but we don't know which yet. Caches may also be found on the Uncharted Isles in the Ark. Furthermore, we have research. Research is an activity within Archaeology, similar to player-owned ports and Anachronia Base Camp. Here, players can send off researchers for experience, materials, and other rewards. It costs chronotes to send off researchers. Some researchers will require certain quests to unlock or having obtained certain qualifications. More on qualifications in a moment. Now moving on to quest requirements. To unlock certain research, you need to have completed Dig Site, the Golem, Desert Treasure, What Lies Below, and complete an Anachronia Totem Ritual. For notable unlocks, you will need to have completed Rocking Out, Land of the Goblins, and Bringing Home the Bacon, and that's only a requirement for an Iron Man. For specific rewards, you'll need to have completed Fairy Tale 3, The World Wakes, and have started Koshi's Troubles. For the Crystal Matic and the Space and Time Matic, you'll need to have completed Plague's End. Alright, time for the juicy part of the video, the rewards. The first reward are the relics. Relics are unlocked by completing collector collections, dig site progression, and even NPCs. It's one of the main rewards of Archaeology, so expect some of these to be difficult to get. Relics alone don't do anything, but when offered to the Varrock dig site monolith, they give very powerful and useful buffs. Once you obtain a relic, offer it to the monolith to permanently unlock the power of the relic. Activating relics have 2 costs, power and chronotes. Think of power as the same as Invention Guild machines. The total power also increases with level, 150 at level 1, 250 at 40, and 500 power at level 90. JMods have also said you can increase your power through research tasks, leveling, and discovery. You can activate and deactivate relics as you please. You will get your power back, but you will lose the chronotes that you used to activate it. There should be around 25 or 26 relics upon release of the skill, but keep in mind you can only have 3 relics activated at once. The next reward is Ancient Invention. Ancient Invention uses new Ancient Invention components obtained from disassembling artifacts along with existing components. The Stormguard Citadel will be the hotspot for Ancient Invention. It will be unlocked at level 70 Archaeology. Players can unlock a range of powerful devices like an XP capacitor, which stores item XP and allows you to get double item XP for another item, and it's tradable when filled. or a kinetic dynamo, which charges up while running around or surging and gives you divine charges. There is also the Ancient Gizmo, which has 9 slots. It is notable that the Scavenger perk cannot find ancient components, and the Elite Dungeon Relics also will not give ancient components. There are 4 new ancient components: Vintage, Time-Worn, Historic, and Classic. New Invention components can be packed into a crate and can be disassembled for the components. This is important because crates will be tradable, so you can pack up your components, trade them to a friend, and have them disassemble those crates for components. Crates are stackable in bank when filled, and there are 2 sizes of component crates, 100 and 1000. There will be new perks such as Ruthless and Relentless. Now keep in mind we don't know what these do, and that's just to name a couple. Also, new perks can be comboed with existing perks, Relentless 5 and Crackling for instance. Also keep in mind you need the new ancient gizmos for the new perks. You can also find blueprint fragments at Stormguard to create new blueprints. There are tradable and non-tradable variations of blueprints. Certain blueprints will take more fragments to create. Creating blueprints is a crafting requirement and not invention, so those that don't have invention can still make blueprints and sell if they're wanting to. Next up is Ancient Summoning. Players are able to use materials from the Infernal Source in order to summon new, powerful, demonic familiars. The Infernal Source will be the hotspot for Ancient Summoning. 68 Archaeology is required to begin Ancient Summoning, and you have to have a contract in your inventory while fighting that Slayer monster. There are Hellhounds, which is level 46 summoning required, and that tanks 10% of the incoming damage and has the special attack of healing itself. There will also be Abyssal Demons, Calgarian Demons, and Ripper Demons that you can summon. And there will be 3 Ancient Summoning Familiars on release. This doesn't even begin to scratch the surface, however. There's lots of rare ancient artifacts that act as powerful items, such as the Hieromatic or the Spear of Annihilation. It's likely even more things will be released over time or discovered when the skill is released. Now you might be asking, Dex, what can I do to prepare? Well, there's a number of ways you can prepare for archaeology. Things like collecting 4,000 harmonic dust, as this will be necessary to create the Crystal Matic, or making and collecting a ton of Signs of Porter, as they will work with the archaeology materials and soil. Keep in mind, you can pickpocket Amlod Elves while you have the Sempiternal Souvenirs buff active at Memorial of Guthix, and will give you a large stock of Signs of Porter and Memory Shards to turn into more Porters. Also, the Grace of Elves will work. Skilling Chinchampas will also work with Archaeology, so you can start collecting those as well. Archaeology will have daily challenges on release, but will offer 50% less experience for the first 6 months. So it might be wise to tick everything off for the skills that you have maxed for a better or absolute chance at getting Archaeology dailies. Alright, that was a lot of information tossed at you in 13 minutes of video, and I promise we are almost done. And here are some notable mentions to finish off. Qualifications. Qualifications are like achievements and challenges, but require you to nearly master certain aspects of archaeology. Once earned, you'll be awarded with a diploma that will be shown in your office. Archaeology will not have an urn on release. Tetra Compass pieces will be awarded to you and come in 4 different pieces and are like Triss keys or crystal keys. There will be multiple world broadcasts for first to do different things within archaeology, not just achieving level 99, 120, or 200 mil. Archaeology is full of lore, more so than dungeoneering. Each dig site can be thought of as a quest, with quest-like mechanics, puzzles, and more. Through training the skill, players will unlock new areas within the dig sites. The Archaeology skilling outfit will be obtainable at level 70, and the Elite skilling outfit at 99, and is tied to qualifications. The Archaeologist outfit provides a 6% boost in Archaeology experience, and the Elite outfit gives a 7% increase to excavation success rate, a 7% increase to sifting success rates, and 7% increase to Matic base precision, increased speed when restoring projects, and increased duration of archaeology consumable items, and unlimited teleports to archaeology dig sites. And these outfits are available at launch. Speaking of consumable items, they are items rewarded to you throughout training archaeology and can provide training boosts such as an extra chance to find mats while screening or excavating. A Dragon Madoc will be required for both Crystal Madoc and the Imkando Madoc, therefore the Madoc of Space and Time requires 2 Dragon Madocs. On release, players will receive 50 free bank slots. The Master Quest Cape requirement will be 119 Archaeology, and there will be a Material and Soil Bank similar to the Ore Bank. Alright, with all that being said, I know it was a ton of information, so let's do a quick little recap here of the video so that we can drill everything home. So, materials are tradable, soil is tradable, chronotes are tradable, and artifacts and relics are not. There are no invention or summoning requirements to train archaeology, so you can start training archaeology immediately. Archaeology for free-to-play players goes to level 20, with the skill maxing out at level 120 for members, and it's not an elite skill. There will be new Master Quest Cape and Completionist and Trim Completionist requirements, and there will be a 6-month grace periods for those. There will be an embargo on archaeology for 6 months, meaning no wisdom, wise, refer a friend, clan avatar, experience lamps, prismatic stars, incense sticks, or pulse cores. They will not work for 6 months. But as far as training and using the skill, you're going to excavate to obtain material, soil, and damaged artifacts, sift soil for more chances at material, or you can just sell the soil, use material to repair damaged artifacts for the best XP in archaeology, hand in artifacts to collectors for various rewards to include powerful relics, or hand into the Varrock Museum for 40% less chronotes, activate the relics with chronotes and power, and you can create awesome perks with Ancient Invention, and you can summon awesome familiars with Ancient Summoning. You can also send out researchers to do researching tasks for you while you're out doing other things. And the big one, Archaeology is still on track for a March 30th release, but the mods are currently assessing this daily. There will be a March 27th stream, so today, there will be an archaeology tutorial where they go through the whole tutorial up to level 5 at the Varrock dig site. And on March 31st, after, you will see the J-mods just playing through archaeology, and maybe you can tune in and learn something there. I know I'll be watching. So with everything being said, I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry if it kind of went a little longer than I wanted it to, but I really wanted to cover basically everything with the skill. And I have to shout out the Archaeology Discord and the Runescape streams and YouTube videos for really kind of helping me along with this and teaching me about archaeology. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If I missed something, please comment down below. If you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It'll help me a lot. I do appreciate all the love and support. And I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy through these troubling times with COVID-19. It's a real burden on society. Really sucks. But stay healthy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!